Yo, welcome to Moo Mondays, where we're basically just watching fucking lol cows goddamn embarrass themselves. This is this cow sound effect by N Beats, so if you're looking for it, go find it. What's with the cows, man? I don't know what is with the cows. You tell me. I don't know. Man. It's hard to imagine. So we got a lot to talk about. We're going to start with Renell's video here that came out 3 days ago. I do enjoy that she's starting off with filter versus no filter, unironically, as she is best buddies with Aaron, who uses a filter all the time. But, you know, I'm kind of sick of these people. These people do a lot of body shaming, like a lot of fat shaming, a lot of like, oh, you're not hot enough, oh my god, Cheshire's hair, look the fuck out. And I'm not one to show off, but ever since like last year, when I did my wearing a bunny suit, these people went back to go dig through that to try and take bad screenshots of me throughout it. So I figured I'd show off a little bit. I have been doing like a little bit of workout, I got like a little bit of the tank going. You see what I'm saying? I got that little bit going. Screenshot that, bitches. Fucking sick of their goddamn body shaming, man. Leave people alone. Everybody's in their own spot. Everybody's doing their own thing. Why you gotta be like that? Show off your tum-tums, bitches. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I got them abs. Look at them. We're going. You see that? Look at that shit. Coming in. Hot and spicy, man. Hell yeah, let's go. I've been working at it. Listen, and you know what? Puck's here, by the way. Puck's here because I brought nachos. I'm out of beer, so I brought nachos. But there's one thing I wanted to talk about before we get too far into before we get into their videos. We got a lot to cover today, so I don't want to be like too fucking distracted by how hot I am. But they've been freaking out, right, about this FBI investigation, and one of them is going to bring it up as we go. Well, the mods are away. Mandy shall play. So they've been freaking out about the FBI and trying to claim that FBI cases are closed against certain people, as if the FBI would give you that information, or if one is closed, it means there's no others, as if the FBI can't lie to you. It's very bizarre. It's very strange. But one of the things that I noticed is that Renell got subpoenaed and Nikki got subpoenaed. Both Nikki and Renell received emails from Sharla, and both of them, for like the cease and desist that they got, they showed them on stream, these emails, and these emails claimed, Sharla was claiming that she had opened an FBI investigation. Weird coincidence, don't you think? And I've been listening to these people like freak out, and I'm like, am I taking crazy pills? Like, have they not noticed that? Is that something that they didn't realize? I don't know, man. Big oofta. Yeah, like for abs. Thanks. Oh, come on. I work hard, man. Look at that arm fucking muscle. We Gucci. We making progress, man. And it's not easy progress. Like, it takes time. It takes a long time. But oh no, look out. Cheshire's hair. Is that the thing you're going to be concerned about? Alright. Enough goofing. As much as the FBI isn't a joke. But, yeah. That's a bit of a yikes, don't you guys think? Is that just me? Is it just me that thinks that's a yikes? Anyway, stop body shaming people. You guys are fucking embarrassing. Okay. So this is, like I said, this is Renell's video. This is from a couple of days ago. So we're just going to start here. I don't know if you can... Puck, what do you... You see him? Hi, I'm not giving you my nachos. They're my nachos. So yeah, this is from a couple of days ago. So let's take a look see at lol cow number 1 here.
Beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic wherever you are in the world. There has been so much foolery going on with Katie Joy, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot to actually keep up with.
Can I point out that Ronell body shaming Katie Joy here? Ronell is the one who everybody claims is the nice one. She's the one who's not a bitch, right? Definitely not. Definitely not. Well, hypocritically not putting Aaron side by side with a filter or not a filter. Right, okay. Just making sure.
This woman is on TikTok nearly every day, multiple times a day, some days, and how sad does one's life have to be to have to come to social media every day just to have conversations with other people?
She's a streamer. She's a content creator. Uploading every day is like the gold standard of YouTube. At least it used to be. So I don't know if TikTok's any different, but if it's shorter form content, then it would make sense to upload multiple times a day, which again is YouTuber culture. That's incredibly normal for a successful YouTuber to be posting every day. Like, that's not weird. That's not unusual. And, like, to be a YouTuber that is able and willing to actually engage with their audience at the level that Katie Joy is not something that every streamer can do. Right?
To vent. Well, that is Katie Joy's life, and clearly she has no life and no friends. She's also going after other creators, and she's just stirring the pot. But you know what? Katie Joy knows that she likes to poke the bear. She said it herself.
I like to poke the bear. I poke the bear, that's what I do. Poke the
There's a wine that's called Don't Poke the Bear. It's really good. I recommend it. Also, if you want to know why I'm eating and crunching, it's because I have no respect for these people. It's a running joke on my channel that I have a tendency to eat when I don't actually fucking respect the people I'm watching.
bear, girl, poke the bear.
Anyways, she has been on TikTok accusing people of reporting information that was sealed. She went as far as contacting Gypsy Rose's parole officer because of Bree reading those court documents. Take a listen to how she said that she reported Gypsy to a parole officer because of what Bree had done, amongst other things.
I did email the parole officer today. I just let them know like they were doxing me and harassing me and posting documents from court that are confidential, and that I explained what she's doing with Bree and how she's manipulating her to fight her battles, and Bree's posting for her. And I shared screenshots of Gypsy admitting that she uses other people to fight for her. And then I shared a screenshot of Bree telling me that she posts exactly for Gypsy, because I wanted them to see that like the behavior that's happening is directed by Gypsy, and that she's harassing and stalking content creators that are critical of her. And then I said that there's fighting in the house, that Christy told me that she hit Gypsy, that the police have come to the house multiple times.
Well, Katie Joy's pity party of one has
Good for you, Mandy, and that's rough, Marcy. It ain't easy out there.
come to an end, and finally she has been silenced and been proven wrong. But before I go on with that information, this Katie Joy is the so-called journalist slash reporter. She said that she contacted Gypsy's parole officer because of what someone else is doing on behalf of Gypsy, and also what her guardian Christy told her. So Christy told Katie Joy that she hit Gypsy. Katie Joy wasn't there. Christy told Katie that she hit Gypsy. That is hearsay, Katie Joy. It never
Listen, guys, you can't report if somebody is abusing somebody else if they told you they abused somebody. You just have to, like, you weren't there, you don't know. Every place is a courtroom. Hearsay doesn't apply to the fucking, not a courtroom for just an email. It's not like you're sitting here with a phone call where she's hysterically screaming at the police about abuse that's going on. You have what is an incredibly normal call or email to have made in a situation where she's got this information where somebody says they did something that is really problematic in an overarching situation. By the way, this isn't the first time Katie Joy has called somebody's parole officer based on what's happening on the internet. This happened with Amber Portwood years ago. Like, what do you mean? Ronell, if Katie Joy said this and then said she didn't contact the parole officer, you'd be on her for being like, oh, you know abuse is taking place and you're letting it happen because you didn't tell anybody. Look, my girlfriend admitted to cheating on me, but I couldn't bring it to the judge in a room to arbitrate, so I couldn't break up with her. Well, were you there when she cheated? That's just hearsay. That's not hearsay. When somebody told you they did something, that's an admittance. That's not... Oh my god. Steve told them all he was swatted and they ran with it. Where were they there? Hypocrisy. I know, right? That's just hearsay, guys, that Steve was swatted. You weren't there. Or did you make the call? This is insane. You spoke to Chris Miller. He said that you are being put on a list and that the punishment is going to be having to listen to the Heritage Foundations forever. No! You say that like I don't have the playlist of all of their fucking thing already pulled up and saved. Anyway, Ronell, you're stupid. That makes no sense. If somebody is abusing somebody else and they tell you that they're abusing somebody else, it makes sense to contact some kind of authority. The fact that you're trying to shit on Katie Joy for doing something that, like, actually makes sense is very, very silly. It makes you look ridiculous. Probably because you're a very unserious and ridiculous person.
Surprises me the lengths that Katie Joy will go to be a victim. But anyways, today Katie Joy had a hearing for a TRO that was taken out against her from Vader, the same TRO that she says was ridiculous, it was in retaliation. And also, she said that the sheriff said it was rambling nonsense of someone who has mental health conditions or issues.
The person that I have my harassment order against gave it to them.
How did you know when the date was, Ronell? Who told you? Who's sharing information they shouldn't be? Isn't this the thing that you said nobody should be talking about when it was me?
Oh, so you know who may have done it?
I know who did it.
Oh, okay. Because I saw something. I was like, is this the
No,
person?
I know how it happened. I'm not going to say how it happened. I know how it happened. And they're trying to use, but they're not putting out the order that this person filed against me, because if they did, they'd actually see they'd see how ridiculous it is and how much.
Good point. How come we have a release of Katie Joy's stuff, but not Veda's? Last time Veda went to court, Nikki Farron put it out. Supernatural Crimes with Nikki. And Veda put it out. Why aren't you putting it out this time? No? You guys aren't interested in blasting Veda's TRO this time? Why is that? Is it because it would be in violation of the current TRO that Katie Joy has against Veda?
Nonsense it is.
Well, here.
By the way, we already know they all have it. They already told everybody that Veda had shown it to them. So we, like, Ronell and Aaron both admitted last time we were here that Veda had already given them that TRO. And, like, shared the paperwork. So, again, like I said, they're surprised that other people have this information, especially for a group that shares information amongst each other, being so concerned that there's a mole all the time. They think they're the only people who have fucking sources. It's fucking ridiculous.
here's my thing. Like,
Hold up, because I spoke to the sheriff's department today, and they were just like, they literally called it rambling nonsense of someone that has mental health conditions or issues.
Today, she had a Zoom hearing for the temporary restraining order that she claimed was sealed. She blamed Vader, the person that actually took the TRO out, on her for distributing the paperwork. She, as you saw, went off to...
The sealed documents would be for Katie Joy's TRO against Veda, not Veda's TRO against Katie. Sealing a document also doesn't mean that the initial ask for the sealing stays sealed. It also doesn't mean that, like, the hearing to make that decision would remain sealed. It means that she has made a request that it be sealed, and she needs to make that argument to the judge at the hearing you're talking about, unless this hearing is the one for Veda's TRO, which you're being very, very unclear about. So which is it, and how did you get this information? Because now you're talking about the shit that was going on in the Zoom hearing. Did you attend? Have you listened to it? Did somebody record it and you're sharing it amongst yourselves? Did Veda record it? It wouldn't be the first time Veda's recorded court hearings that she's not supposed to be recording. Sus.
Bree commenting on it and accused Bree of doxing her and speaking ill about her son. Well, today she had a Zoom hearing and she was shut down by the judge. She tried to get someone yeeted from the Zoom call because she feels that she is this high-profile celebrity, and she stated that she is a public figure. Well, the judge...
How do you know that? Who was it? This sounds like... It's interesting that you threw out a minute ago that it was hearsay and is inadmissible and shouldn't count. And yet here we are, with you, not claiming to be the one in the courtroom. So how do you know what happened? Who told you, and how do you know it's verified and viable? And how did you verify that it's accurate or true? Here's the thing, everything, besides the opinion part, because they're talking about Katie Joy's mental state, which they don't know, and what she thinks about things. And I've seen them talk about the court shutting down Katie Joy before, and it's not usually much of anything. Outside of, normal proceedings. So I'm curious to know, how did you verify this? How did you confirm that the information you got was accurate? Who was getting kicked out of the call? Or did she try to have yeeted out of the call? No? You mean everything that you've said you can throw out on the basis that you presented earlier? At least in Katie Joy's case, she's claiming that the person who told her is the person who did it. I'm sure Katie didn't go to Rennell to say, oh man, I got shut down real hard. I really doubt that. I doubt that that's what happened. So if that's the case, why in the fuck should we listen to anything that you said based on the criteria that you've set forward? Where? Wow, go figure. It's almost like these people are full of shit all the time. And here's the thing, she could be 100% correct. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter whether you're right or wrong, because you're right by accident at that point. At this point, show your work. If this is math class, my lady, you gotta show how you got from point A to point B. Otherwise, there's no reason to believe anything you fucking say, and we know you're a fucking liar. So, who the fuck cares? Half of this is fucking opinion, not facts about what happened in court.
Shut Katie Joy down and let her know that this is not sealed. It is public information. And also...
This is not sealed? This referencing what? What's the context? What is this? Is this the hearing? Is this the paperwork? What is this? And again, how did you verify that the judge said that? Did Veda tell you? Veda, who's been doing contempt left, right, and center and lying about what happened in court multiple times? That Veda? The one who would have had to have been at the hearing? That one? The one who's not supposed to be telling anybody because Katie Joy's under a protective order from Veda, who's having you disseminate information on her behalf, which is third-party harassment? What? No, this group would never do that. No, it could never happen. What?
Seems that the TRO taken out on her wasn't frivolous after all, because they have a trial set for October 24th.
Why do you know that date? Who told you that date? And just because it's retaliatory or frivolous doesn't mean the court isn't going to go through its standard procedure. And just because Katie Joy claims that a sheriff thinks that it's frivolous doesn't mean that the court isn't going to do its standard procedure. You're conflating two different things, and you're not able to actually tie them together. Unfortunately, for you. That's a shame. What a shame. It's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
And as per usual, the temporary restraining order remains in effect for both Katie Joy and Veda. They cannot speak about each other. How long?
Oh, so you admit that Veda has a TRO and Katie Joy has a TRO. So again, where are you getting this information? Because if it's from Veda, SpaghettiOs, and didn't you get subpoenaed? So maybe the FBI might know? Could it be that the thing that... okay, this is one of the things about the FBI, right? So I mentioned this earlier, that about the emails FBI thing, right? There's another layer to that. This group has been involved with FBI investigations 3 separate times. 3 occasions that this group has been, like, put on alert by the FBI to be, like, investigating what's going on with them. The first was with Natalie Kennett. The second was with Sharla. The third one is with Katie Joy. You don't think that your names are flagged in the FBI system by this point? That doesn't, again, necessarily mean you did anything wrong. But it's silly to me that this group is doing this shit, thinking nobody has their eyes on them, even though they've been involved on 3 separate occasions. Are you fucked? Like, are you kidding me? So, like, when's the domino gonna fall? Because at this point, it's just a matter of time, right? Like, it's just a matter of time, right? Do you really think it's a good idea to be posting online on Veda's behalf, which we know Veda has asked people to do in the past, by the way. If you remember her last TRO that Veda filed that got thrown out, she asked Nicole Farron in a members-only stream that went public, that Veda made public, you know, the one with full of animal abuse that we're going to watch later today, she asked Nikki to put that out on her behalf. So do you really think, Renelle, do you really think hello? Key jangle. Hey, hi. Huh? Hoi, huh? I can't believe I am the only fucking YouTuber talking about these people. This can't be fucking real. Huh? You're letting you know that you were listening to me until you just made the Alexa start playing Justin Bieber. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. What's Despacito? It's a song. Is it? Yeah, it's a song. You can look it up later. Maybe I'll link it down the line. It was a meme. Poor Justin Bieber. You know what? Yeah, kinda. That's a conversation for another day. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for him too. He's had quite the life. All right.
Will Katie Joy be able to not talk about Veda? Who knows? But moral of the story.
Katie Joy successfully managed to not talk about Steve longer than Steve was able to not talk about her during their NDA. So they had an NDA, right? Which is an agreement, right? It's not a legal order. It's not a legal proceeding. It's a settlement. It's an agreement between the parties outside of court. I'm being pedantic in explaining this because it's gonna come up. Now, they had an agreement to not talk about each other for 2 years, right? Steve didn't talk about her for 2 years. The 2 years went up, Steve started talking about her again, and we all went, ugh! Katie Joy went a while before bringing him up, and after he got more and more and more aggressive. If I'm not mistaken, it was after I left. So, you know. That's how you feel, Kathy? Yeah, right? Right? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Those court documents were never sealed. Nobody did anything wrong by speaking on this matter.
Which court documents? The ones that Balls put out? The ones that you yelled at me for them being sealed and that I can't talk about them? Those ones? Those court documents?
Let's speak about each other. How long will Katie Joy be able to not talk about Vader? Who knows? But moral of the story is that those court documents were never sealed. Nobody did anything wrong by speaking on this matter, and I'm referring to the creators. So, did Katie Joy falsely report to Gypsy's parole officer?
Wow, that's a really weird way to say sorry to me, Ronell, for trying to shit all over me before you knew what I was going to do about the documents that I had. So now it was fine. Before, when it was me, problem. Now it's okay because they all want to talk about it. With no confirmation, they haven't actually shown anything to demonstrate that these are sealed. These aren't sealed. They're just saying so. And they're saying that somebody told them, without saying who was allegedly in the hearing, who knows this information, that the judge said that those documents, or it isn't sealed, without explaining what the context of it is. But the closest context we get is that Katie Joy was trying to get somebody removed from the call, but the call was public. That doesn't mean all the documents are public. Not everything is always public or sealed or unsealed in a court case. Sometimes stuff is sealed, some stuff isn't sealed. Sometimes there's a mix. So how do you know, Ronell? Tell Elmo, Ronell. It's almost like you don't know, and you're just making shit up. But yeah, that was a really weird way to say, sorry, Chesh. We shouldn't have given you a hard time because we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. You know that thing that you say that Katie Joy should do? She should just, when she does get something wrong, she should just, apologize and say she got something wrong and correct it? Hey.
And please don't get it twisted.
Or are you just covering for Veda now? Now it's okay because it was Veda who put it out. It was Veda who leaked it. Is that why? I'm not stating it as a fact that Veda leaked it, except that I am, because we know that Veda leaked it. And the reason we know Veda leaked it is because Ronell and Aaron said they got copies of it from Veda. I don't know if you know what that means. It means that she leaked it. And then whoever you sent it out to, or whoever they sent it out to and shared it with, oh, down the line. Oh, wow, weird, wacky. Bizarre, even. Am I super loud? I'm sorry. I'll turn myself down a little bit.
I'm not on Gypsy, Christy, or Bree's side. What's right is right, and wrong is wrong. And Katie Joy was, in my opinion, 100% wrong for being.
So because in your opinion she was wrong, she has to apologize? Even though you said that the situation you explained is not? Wacky. Oh, that would be... Jessica says that would take some integrity. Oh, weird. Hey, good to see you.
Being petty as fuck to go to Gypsy's parole officer and report false information. Are these the lengths that Katie Joy will go to be on top? Be the victim to gain pity, sympathy, and me personally, my answer is yes, because I have seen this play out over and over and over again. Katie Joy is very manipulative, vindictive, cunning, and makes shit up all the time. Which in my next video, I will show you
Unlike me and my friends.
how she lied about her relationship with Christy, how she lied about other creators because she wasn't climbing to the top fast enough or they didn't want to play by her rules. Also, how she lied and tried to humiliate innocent people. And she has
Oh, you mean like you guys did to Charla? Like that? Lie and try and humiliate somebody for clout and for content to get more views and more followers, not rising to the top fast enough? Weird. Hey, remember when Renelle did those My Truth videos? And she was like, oh my god, is this the end? Will this be the last time I'm being silenced? Maybe you should be silenced. Maybe you should shut the fuck up. Maybe you should shut the fuck up and stop conspiring, you fucking whack jobs. What the fuck? Unreal.
herself that claims to be this journalist, reporter, whatever suits her for whatever day.
Oh, you mean like when you try to claim to be somebody who's a nice, kind person with integrity who treats others the way they want to be treated? Like that? Uh-huh. Weird.
She doesn't vet her sources. As long as you can
Oh yeah? She doesn't vet her sources? Then what is this video? What source did you have? How did you vet them? What about all the Charla stuff? How did you vet any of that? What about the Steve was swatted? How did you vet that? No? None of the above? You don't know something funny, by the way? You want to talk about vetting sources? Back in the day, if anybody wants to go and watch it, because this is out there, it exists. One of the things I had confronted Steve about when that moderation call happened, not the mediation, the moderator call happened, the one in Discord. When that happened, one of the things I brought to the table for Steve, I was like, how are you vetting the sources? Because this stream didn't make any sense. This person thought they were talking about this person thought they were talking about this, and it ended up being a clusterfuck. So, how are you vetting your sources? He didn't like that. He didn't like that at all.
can give Katie Joy the negative information that is going to help her storyline for that day, it's good enough for her. The documents that people spoke about on social media in regard to a TRO were not sealed. They are public record. She is
How do you know that? You have not demonstrated that. You just said that someone told you about something that allegedly happened in court. About something else. How do you know that? Show your work. Tell Elmo. Tell Elmo. Am I correct in assuming you saw the post about balls? The post about balls? Maybe not. I might not have seen that. Yeah, right. Love that for you is 100% correct. People who want to believe anything against someone will believe anything, vetted or not, sadly. That's called confirmation bias.
is not the only special person on this earth that is entitled to be protected. And in my opinion, I
What the fuck do you think a TRO is?
do not think that any sheriff said those words to her. I am happy for Vader because no matter how you feel about her, she doesn't.
Yeah, no matter how you feel about Veda, let me remind you about the stream we watched last time, and we got the list. We got the list. Let's talk about that real quick. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me grab this real quick. Let's see. My channel, the live stream where we talked about this. This is from the trigger warning stream. So if anybody wants a quick refresher, It's called DramaCon Updates and Trigger Warnings. If you look at the description, I wrote down like a TLDR of what we went through. We got, let's see, 1, almost broke a dog's neck by sitting on him in the bathroom, almost killing him. Nearly cutting her dog's tongue off with a sharp can that the dog got out of the garbage. Her dog consuming her underwear. Feeding her dog super glue. Well, she was informed that it was toxic and that she does it anyway. Physically harming her mother via a dog, causing a potential back injury. Taking something from her son to refund it for cigarettes. Engaging audience with potentially toxic relationship struggle. Casual racism towards Chinese and Asian people. Stating that part of the fun part of a game, dodgeball, is breaking the rules to physically harm people. Putting out information about someone that you should care about without their permission, knowing that that they explicitly would not want that information out. Slut shaming and body shaming. Hating kids to the point of potentially putting them in life-threatening situation, and that she hates her own son. This also is not included in the racism towards Manya, does not include shitting on a grave and getting caught and having a criminal record, and if you want to throw a little bit of extra in there, art theft. So, yeah, however you feel about Veda, who right now is being investigated by the FBI, that it may or may not be open or closed, or there may or may not be more than one investigation on, who may or may not be involved with all this spoofing emails. You know, that thing that she bragged about doing. She bragged about trying to steal people's information. She bragged about sending phishing emails to people so she could get their location as a threat. She threatens people. Ranelle? No? Yeah, however we feel about Veda. However people feel about Veda. Yeah, I saw her. I saw her in person while I was in court. She's a pussy. And a bitch.
Deserve all this harassment and false information that Katie Joy has been spreading about her, especially.
No, she deserves to have the actual truth about her exposed. Hi, you're welcome. She also deserves to have her fucking channel taken away, and she deserves to never have access to the fucking internet again, as far as I'm concerned. At minimum, she deserves to have her animals taken away, that's for sure, and probably so should Aaron, based on their all-togetherness, and probably Megs, and also probably Nicole Farron. She also illegally recorded audio from court. Oh, and all the contempt and harassment. There is literally a video clip that I saw got played in court of Veda talking to Sharla directly from a stream, being like, Sharla, I'm talking to you. You asked for this harassment. I'm harassing you. Hey, Ranelle, maybe Veda did it. Maybe it was Veda. Maybe it was Veda in conjunction with others, like you. Maybe you're a part of all this, because you're the one sitting here disseminating information from Veda's fucking court hearing. A cat dog? Yeah. Huh. Weird. By the way, exposing somebody and talking about the words that they said isn't harassment. You know what is harassment? What you guys do. You know, when you go ahead and go live and make videos talking about things that are ongoing court cases on a protected person. Especially with information that you probably shouldn't have. Curious.
Since she was cleared from the investigation she was involved in, because of Katie Joy. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Oh my God,
Also,
you're so
all
welcome.
Katie Joyless socials and YouTube channel will be linked in the description box. I suggest you go and give her a follow. Absolutely enlightening. Have a fantastic
Oh yeah, let's take a look. See who we got here. We got for a week straight, Katie Joy has been going on TikTok blaming Veda for disseminating public court records. You and Aaron admitted that you had those records before I did, and I got them from Balls, who posted them on Twitter. So she disseminated it to you. And you'll remember that one or two of those records were very much in question about how anybody could have gotten them, like, the proof of service. Anyway, when she absolutely false. Oh, wow. She said some defaming things and also accused other creators of doxing her, and then went and reported all this to Gypsy Rose parole officer. Well, that's just a lie. That's not in the video. Hey T Joyless. Okay, yeah, good shit. Join the channel to get perks, whatever the perks are. Well, what are the perks? What are the perks for Renell's channel? I want to see. Loyalty badges and member shoutouts. Wow, that's interesting. I haven't seen a single fucking member shoutout. So I guess that's a lie, so call Renell a thief. Good shit. So, great. No surprise there. Let's see her Instagram, Twitter. Llama Girl works so hard to record and put clips up on her Twitter of Katie Joy Instagram lives. If you would like to support her below, send a link to buy a coffee. Is this your Instagram and Twitter, or is this Llama Girl's Instagram and Twitter? Very unclear. You should clean that up. Veda has got a TRO from Katie Joy. That's what. And Veda has filed a retaliatory TRO in response to Katie. Now, one of the reasons why we know it's retaliatory is because Veda's an idiot, and this is what she tried to do before when she tried to tie Charla and Katie Joy together in North Carolina that got thrown out. But the other reason we know this one in particular is retaliatory is because she didn't file this fucking thing until months after the fact. Like months after the fact that she had already been served a TRO from Katie. Anyway. Oh, see, then she has her other Instagram, so this does imply that these are probably Llama Girl's Twitters, or whatevers. Anyway, let's move on. Let's check up on Rabbit. Let's see what Rabbit's doing, because, Rabbit and Renell are buddies, right? Oh, good. And they like to make fun of my hair. Oh, boy.